Today we're going to take another look at a 410 defensive round. This is a manufacturer from Italy. It's the Cheddite, check that pronunciation, 410. It's a 2.5-inch slug, rated at 16 inches from a long barrel. I'm probably not going to get that out of this, but I can't check it because I shot my chrono. It's a 1/4 ounce, which is roughly 109 grains, and we're going to pit it up against a 9mm. This is the Winchester Defense 9mm. It's 115 grain hollow point. So far, all of this Winchester Defense ammo has been really good, and it's kind of a more budgeted option. It comes in 50-round boxes, and it's very well priced. Everything else has worked great. I'm sure this will too, but we're going to pit the Poly Defender up against the Shield X. And it's really not a comparison. We're just wanting to look at the gel and see, if the wound tracks are remotely the same. I used to think the Judge was a hokey deal, but I have since changed my mind. This little Defender size is actually turned me around on that. I like this gun. And some of the 410 ammo has really changed my mind too. The shot shells are still, are for birds. I will still say that. All the testing with them has been very poor, but a lot of the 410 defensive rounds have been really good, and you can always put some 45 Colt in here, and they are superb. So anyway, let's hurry up. We'll get out. We'll shoot some ballistics gel. We'll see the results, and if you want to, you can like and subscribe and put me on your Christmas mailing list. We're going to start out with the 410 Slug over here on the left side of the block. Now, this block has been shot so many times, it's pathetic, but we should be able to get a good idea of what that wound path will look like. Let's take a look. Looking at it from the top, it is actually pretty destructive all the way through. Now, I'm not for sure if I caught it in the bullet stop yet, but that is really good for a 410 Slug. And it knocked the heck out of that block also. Now we're back with the 9mm, and I'm going to put it in the middle of that block. We'll take a look at that. Before I take it down, bullet stop did catch that 9mm. That's that 115 grain Winchester Defender. I would say that is excellent performance. And that is a kind of a budgety round. 50-round box isn't really that high, and that is excellent. The wound path is really similar to that 410 Slug, and also I did manage to catch that slug. So there's that 9mm round, and there's the 410 Slug. It's a hollow base. It deformed, but it didn't mushroom. That would be the front of the bullet there, but it did deform and get pretty jagged, and it made a really comparable wound path to the 9, which I am astounded by that budget 9mm. That's the Winchester Defensive. It's in a black box, and there's 50 rounds. It's very well priced, so that right there builds up my confidence in it. We're going to do a 45 Colt through here. It's just a cowboy load, but we're just going to compare it. We'll run this 45 Colt over here on the right side of the block and try to catch it also. Let's see what we ended up with. Well, we've just got a straight line. The cowboy loads, they don't expand or anything. That would still be a lethal hit, if you hit in the right spot, but really not as disruptive as far as the overall tissue damage of the 410 Slug or that 9mm round. Now, they make some 45 Colt hollow points that would, really expand and look good, but you got to push them pretty fast. The cowboy load would still be, a deadly ordeal, but it just doesn't look that impressive in gel. Here's that 45 Colt round. The Slug I found in the bullet stop there. It did penetrate further than the 410 or the 9mm, which is to be expected considering it didn't mushroom and wasn't expending a whole lot of energy in this block. We can't stop now. We've got to have a bonus round. I put in one of the Hornady triple defenses. I've shot those before on the jail, but it just felt right today. Let's check that out. That triple defense is pretty doggone awesome. This is the 41 caliber projectile. That's the first in line, and it's got two 35 caliber round balls behind it. One of the round balls was flat, the other was still round, but they rolled off the table and got under the leaves. So that's still impressive. And it was stopped by the bullet stop. But for close-up work, that triple defense is good. I used to think that the judges and stuff were kind of hokey, but this little defender here has changed my mind about that. It's not overly big. You could carry it. And so far, I'm really, really happy with it. I'm happy with the performance of most of the ammo. The 410 shot shells, not so much, but the 45 Colt and the 410 specialty loads so far have been pretty good. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want.